Okay, so there's this patch of land on the plot that the American Museum of Natural History sits on New York's Upper West Side. People just called it, I mean, I just gave you its official title. Who knows? It may be sponsored by someone else. It might now be the MacArthur family presents the American Museum of Natural History. But it wasn't branded the last time I was there. And the museum sits on Central Park West on one side, all the way to Columbus Avenue on the other, and takes up a number of blocks from the high 70s to the low 80s. It has the Hayden Planetarium, which got redone in the 1990s, and it has, dinosaur skeletons and all kinds of stuff. It also has naming opportunities galore, which happens in all kinds of not-for-profit institutions. The Metropolitan Opera had the Revlon water fountain, because of course, I guess when you think about going to a drinking fountain, you think about Revlon. So, but these are not corporate brandings. So there is this patch of land on Central Park West that's called Margaret Mead Green. Now, I know it's named for the famous anthropologist Margaret Mead, but I would get into this illusion where that was actually her name later in her career. And I thought this because Shirley Temple, the child star, who became an ambassador of the U.S., was known as Shirley Temple Black. So when I would see the sign for Margaret Mead Green, I would think, oh yeah, it's like Shirley Temple Black. Of course, it's naming the green, which had no pedestrians allowed. So it really was just greenness. Like, it wasn't a lawn. It wasn't really, it just looked kind of like ivy, and not very well tended ivy. And it just sat there with a fence around it. So it didn't seem like a green, a town green. It seemed like Margaret Mead Green, Shirley Temple Black. Shirley Temple Black, Margaret Mead Green. I still sometimes think that's her name.